Welcome to the Pole Shift News, the home of the Mapstar Observatory. Guys, we've got some things coming up over the next few weeks. Just sitting here thinking about it. First of all, we've got the cloud generator, which is underway now. We're just waiting still, can you believe it, for some pipes. I'm almost thinking about just going straight down to the hardware shop and buying some more, as opposed to waiting for these ones that we've got on the deliver. But I might just give it one more day. If it hasn't arrived today, then by tomorrow afternoon I'm going to go down there and get them, because I really want to do a run on the radiators and see if we're cooling them peltiers down enough. And you know, we can quickly put that together if we get hold of some of them pipes. Of course, we're still waiting a couple more days for the delivery of our muon detector boards that we've had manufactured, and there's a lot of other little bits and bobs like resistors, capacitors, Arduinos and things like that that are arriving over the next few days. And then guys, on the 17th, as you know, we pull the SD card out of the TriMag system and we have a look at what the magnetic North Pole's been up to. And of course we also at the same time pull the SD card out of the magnetosphere sensor and have a look at that data. But what I really wanted to do in this video is just, you know, bring home the reality of what it is we actually have. And obviously what I'm going to be talking about is our planet. So before I do that, guys, as always, I want to thank those few people that are supporting, you know, the efforts that we take here for you guys at the Mapstar Observatory. You know, we've not only now got magnetometers pretty much all around the world, you know, in the United States, in Hong Kong, India, Australia, but we're soon going to have our muon detectors, which is going to give us an idea of how much cosmic radiation is inbound at the surface in different locations around the world. So if you want to get in on supporting us, what we do, guys, there's a couple of links down there, and I'm really hoping that we can drum up a bit of support over the next few weeks, because we've got still quite a lot of things to buy. And guys, if I had more money, I certainly wouldn't ask for, you know, help, but it's just one of those things, you know, it just drives us to a halt when we run out of funding. So, you know, if you can support us a little bit, you know, we can get on a lot faster. So let's get on with it, guys. So guys, here we are. This is our planet. Orbits the sun roughly around 365 days or thereabouts. Rotates at 24,000 miles an hour, and as you guys know, travels around the sun at 64,000 or thereabouts, 64 to 70,000 miles an hour, and supports life. One of the most key facts about the way in which it supports life is the fact that we've got liquid water abundantly available to us. And you know, we all take it for granted that we have, you know, the sun come up in the morning, bathe our planet with warmth and energy. In turn, you know, everything thrives in the environment that we've got here on this earth. And like I say, you know, it's easy, isn't it, to take all that for granted. And you only have to start looking into what astronauts have to take to the International Space Station in order for them to survive in that environment. Yet our Earth provides it free and easy for us. But it's not always going to be like that, guys, because as you know, we live in a very hostile environment. We actually are on almost a giant spaceship, and it's a hostile environment. There is a lot of things that pose serious threats to our Earth, not just from speeding you know, debris out in space like meteors, and you've only got to look at the moon to show visible signs of impact craters all over it. Well, our Earth is no different to that. You know, it's only the fact that we've got vegetation and we've got water, and it erodes a lot of the impact craters away and we don't see them, but our Earth has been hit just as many times as what that moon has. And it really puts it in perspective when you look up at the night sky and you see how vulnerable we are. It's not just threats from impacts, guys. It's, you know, if our sun should change its behaviour and continually to do that for a prolonged period of time, you know, it would pose some serious threats to the biodiversities across all the ranges on our planet. But not only that, you know, we have a lot of things like, such as, you know, the core produces what's known as a magneto, and generates, the magnetic poles, and this in turn gives us a perfect protective shield called the magnetosphere. Without that, there probably would be no life on Earth, because it would be sterilized. We probably wouldn't have an atmosphere either, or even water on our planet, because the sun would very quickly erode all that water away from the atmosphere, and then it would do so from the the surface. So all our oceans could easily just disappear, as pretty much what happened in the case for our neighbouring planet Mars. Now we know it had a magnetosphere, and we know it had magnetic poles, and we know it had water on its planet, because we can see those on the terrain, those little veins, which were the erosions of years or thousands of years of river movement. So we know that Mars at some point looked very different. We're not sure yet whether it has in its history had life on it, but that is still ongoing. We're still trying to find out that, and we're not sure whether there may even be some microcellular organisms still alive on that planet. But what we can see is it would never support life in the same way as what our own Earth does, or even at the level it does. And the thing is, guys, it's so rare to have a planet like ours that we haven't yet found one for certain that which is in the near vicinity of ourselves anywhere else. Yeah, we've seen pictures from the Hubble Space Telescope, and we've heard scientists come out that they may have found another habitable planet because it's got water and it's close to the sun, but there's nothing set in stone that those planets have life on them. They might be similar to ours, but we haven't as of yet found life on another planet. And even if we did, whether we could travel to that planet, if something was happening drastically to ours and we knew we was going to lose it, all those things that we benefit from today, we still haven't got the ability to get to that other planet. So what we have, we really have to look after. And right now, I think you would agree with me, is what we're doing a very bad job. We're terrible stewards, and we've neglected our intelligence with regards to being a good steward on this planet. And it doesn't seem to show any signs of changing anytime soon, does it, guys? So what I wanted to do is just put a few things out there today in this video, and maybe you'll think about it, and you'll appreciate just what we have and not take it for granted too much. But more importantly, if we do lose our magnetosphere, and it's not, what I'm saying is, guys, is it's not on the cards. It is probably, I don't know, 50-50. I mean, even I would find it hard to say if we was going to lose it or not. And the reason why I say this is because the last time our Earth went through a completed magnetic reversal was 780,000 years ago, and it's 500,000 years overdue, because averaged it used to go through a reversal every 350 to 400,000 years. Well, something has stopped it this time, and it's gone on a lot longer. So something could be slowing down in our core, and if it is the case where we may get a prolonged period of time where the magnetosphere is down, it could easily end what we do take for granted every day on this planet. And if that is the case, where do we go and what do we do? At poleshiftnews.com, the home of the Mapstar Observatory, we're trying to do our utmost to inform people about the real implications of these anomalies that are taking place. We're in a grand solar minimum, and it's been the same now for the last 33 years, declining sunspot activity, and it reduces the heliosphere, allows more cosmic radiation in, and at the same time our Earth is going through a rare anomaly, a magnetic pole reversal. It's already having a lot of implications on our planet and the way in which we conduct our business on this planet. And it is surprisingly quiet in the mainstream media, because really this should be something that everybody knows about, and yet only 1 or 2% do. Why is it hard to get magnetic data from these organisations that are supposedly put satellites up there, the Swarm mission, and they're collecting the data? Why is it so hard to get the data from them? We can see sunspot activity from Stereo A, Stereo B and other satellites. We can have a look at live weather charts, radar. We've got them on our website here for you guys to have a look at, all these live data streams on all the anomalies, apart from just a couple which don't seem to even make or break regularly the news, and that is the influx right now of cosmic radiation and its effects, and also the fact that the Earth's going through a magnetic reversal, and then on top of that the fact that the Sun has gone into a low productive period. These are topics that should be in the news regularly. So what we've done is we've taken it upon ourselves here at the Pole Shift News and the Mapstar Observatory to investigate a little bit further into what is taking place with our planet and try and inform the public. And what we've got so far is a trimag system. We have also global magnetometers, and soon we're going to have a cloud generator where we can see these particles, or the traces that these particles leave as they pass through a saturated environment in sub-zero temperatures. The actual particular types of particles that are coming through our atmosphere right now, and we'll be able to see if they are on the increase as soon as we get our muon detectors out there in the field. And it's going to be months, guys. This isn't going to take years. We're going to have this out in the fields within months, and you will know what certain places on our planet right now are more prone to cosmic radiation, and that can give you an opportunity to probably, if you want to, relocate to a part of this world where there's probably more protection as a result of that. So I'm really interested to see what's taking place right now in the area of the South Atlantic anomaly, where the Earth's intensity, or magnetic intensity, is at its lowest there, because I really think that more than anywhere else on the world, that's where we're going to see some really big hikes in cosmic rays, and our detectors are going to reveal that information for us. But I also want to see where else in this world, and I dare say that you guys want to see that as well, where else in this world is it that we're receiving either high dosages or low dosages of cosmic radiation at this moment? Because I'll tell you now, guys, these organisations that have invested literally trillions of dollars are not forthcoming with that information. You have to ask yourself, why have they spent the money in the first place on these facilities, and why are they not forthcoming with the information that they have found? The only thing that can speed up what we're doing here, guys, is if we get regularly supported. And as you know, we're only supported by the public. We don't have big organisations handing out large chunks of cash for us. It's down to you guys to support us here, and we will do whatever we need to get that information to you, just like we have with the tracking of the magnetic North Pole with the trimag system, and nearly coming up a year and a half now worth of tracking the magnetosphere strength. Soon we're going to be tracking the levels of cosmic radiation inbound on our atmosphere at this very website. And I just hope that a few more people come forward, realise and recognise that we're putting a massive effort in. There's a lot of work that's going on here, and I hope that they choose to support us. So I'll say what I usually do, guys. The link's down there. You can support us on PayPal, or you can support us on Patreon. And as always, guys, it's not mandatory, but with no funding, it virtually grinds to a halt. That's all I'm saying. Guys, have an amazing week. I'll catch up with you hopefully within a couple of days of an update of what we're doing here, and I'll say what I usually do. Bye for now.